Jai Hind all, I am Saminder Singh, Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department, College Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So I am taking project management and entrepreneurship in this session, and I will discuss sources of business ideas and management skills for entrepreneurs and managing for value creation. So starting with what is business idea? So we can say business having two aspects. One, we are getting a proper running business by means of our parents, or we can say it's a genetic genetically properties that is inherited by means of our family. But in that particular way, the business is already set up. Market is already adapted to that business. So we know what are the pros and cons of our business having, and who is the proper customer of our business. So this is one scenario where we need not to think over our business, and we normal people are doing that in inherit, inheritable business. And second comes when we are apply a new concept to existing business. So we have an idea, so we need to think what our customer have, and customers adaptive requirements and information regarding that. We need research, and on behalf of that we have created a new idea that will solve. This is called innovation. So these are some sources that we can say that help for business idea. First is past work experience. Suppose we are not new to this particular business, so we have enough experience so that we can analyze current business very well. So this is first factor through which we are able to create a business idea. Then we have hobbies and interests. These are another aspect, another factor through which we can think our business idea. If then we have strength and abilities, friends and families. By means of friends and family, we can collect the required information. On behalf of that, we can create an idea regarding our business. In the same way, we have distribution channel, travel. It is very important aspect through which we are getting new ideas, and that can be implemented to create our business. In the same way, we have books and magazines are also sources of that current trend. So by means of current trends, we are able to think what are the drawbacks of traditional running business, and what are the points through which we can develop our current business. So this is current trends is also very important thing through which we are explore our business and make a changes to business to make it very popular to current market. In the same way, we have research and development is another sources, existing product of services, government policies and priorities. It is also play a vital role. And daydreaming, the web, force relationship, that is try watch with headphones, brainstorming, problem and complaints. So these are the basic sources through which we are able to create idea in businesses. Now we have entrepreneurial idea generation and identifying business opportunities. That are, we have number of approaches to generating ideas. First one is brainstorming. That is, under this approach, all the members of the group attempt to make suggestions. This helps in generating a large number of product ideas. So, for getting an idea, we need proper discussion on a problem. So, by means of that, we are able to analyze the solution and we are able to give up new solution that will definitely better than the existing one. So, this is one way. So, this can be done if we are attempting to a group who are solve this problem. So by means of number of members, we are able to explore solution very easily, and that will help to find pros and cons of that solution. And this will a primary approach through normally people's doing their research on the current scenario of our business. In the same way, we have improvement of existing product. That is, a business idea may be related to removing shortcomings in an existing product by means of technology. Just like this one, color TV was an improvement over the black and white TV. In the initial era, or we can say a time where black and white TV is a common thing. But after improvement on that approach, that is when colors including in the black and white TV. So market adapting it, a market have a better solution, we can say, for entertainment. That means it is definitely a very good examples. So this is what we can improve our existing product. So brainstorming is a method of generating idea and sharing knowledge to solve a particular commercial or technical problem, in which participants are encouraged to think without interruption. And it is a group activity where each participant share their ideas as soon as they come to mind. At the conclusion of the session, ideas are categorized and ranked for follow-on actions. We can say during brainstorming sessions, there should be no criticism of idea. You are trying to open up possibilities and break down wrong assumptions about the limits of the program. This is also an important thing. Ideas should only be evaluated at the end of the brainstorming session. This is the time to explore solutions further using conventional approaches. Now we have techniques of brainstorming, just like group identification, nominal group parsing, mind map, SWOT analysis, role storming, brainstorming, brain writing, edge storming, think of the solution. These are the core techniques of brainstorming. Group identification means you can create a group related to particular problem where you can conclude the proper or appropriate solution that will enhance your business innovation. Methods of generating ideas having this involves a process including first generation the idea and then scrutinizing the ideas. Focus groups, we need to create a focus group that consists of 6 to 12 members belonging to various socio-economic background. Group is facilitated by a moderator to have an open in-depth discussion. It can be either in direction or on non-directive manner. In the same way, we have problem inventory analysis. It is slightly different from focus group method. That is not only generate ideas but identify the problems. This method should better be used for generating and identifying new ideas for screening and evaluation. There are many ways to categorize different businesses ideas. Let's categorize them into three general types: innovative, commoditized, and hybrid, which is a mix of these two. So first we will discuss about innovative business ideas. That is, innovative means searching new things that has not happened yet, or we can say it is a thing that is a totally better solution to existing one. This is the great thing about these kind of ideas, is that they lead the way for everyone else. They create whole new markets, and for a short time get a lead over other kinds of businesses. They tend to have potential to grow rapidly, and for that reason are attractive investment for venture capital and seed investors. The problem with innovation business is that precisely because they are new and their product are also new, no one really knows what the demands for them will be, and how well they will ultimately grow, or whether they will not find market acceptance. There are a lot of examples for slowing down. Just like app, we have gadgets, smartphones, tablets, or other electronics devices that can be further modified according to the generation needs. Since each generations have a proper application, or we can say proper suggestions for their applications. That's what we are, that's what our innovation is worth. In the same way, we have commoditized business ideas. There are many types of businesses which have been around for a long time that do not have to innovate and can still be great businesses. Just think about the different businesses in any city. Every city needs restaurants, cleaners, dentists, mechanics, people to fix home, etc. The list goes on. You can see number of needy in a particular city. You can analyze a lot. The core difference between these type of businesses and innovative businesses are that these tends to be service-based businesses with a local focus. But the great thing is that there is no risk of demand. There is definitely demand for these kind of businesses as long as the entrepreneur can provide the service with quality. And we have next is hybrid businesses. Hybrid business means these are the business ideas, the kind of idea which borrow a little bit from both commoditized type of ideas and innovative type of ideas. The examples of these are restaurants that serve fusion cuisine. They are traditional type of businesses, but with a new twist on their main product, which is the food. So we can say when we talk about restaurant, the obvious focus is on food, but to beyond the food, we have to think what type of customers you are requiring. So as a reason where you are open your restaurants, you need to know which kind of customers you have and which kind of food they are demanding. So on the same way, you can fusion cousins is the main focus where you can apply these things. So these are the small things that can change your business rapidly. Let's see the second example, that is website to find school tutors. These kinds of sites takes a local service that has been around for a long time and make it easier to find tutors. Example, Geo and Facebook deals. In the same way, you can find tutor is a basic need of any society. Everyone wants their children to grow up with a good teachers, good tutors, but to facilitate a better tutor to needy one, we need a proper advertisement around that. So we are doing number of things, just like website for finding school tutor is a very good thing, or we can say it is a hybrid business idea that serves both. As you can see, no idea is perfect. You have to choose between the extra cost and slow growth of traditional type of businesses, or you have to accept the higher risk of failure for technology based businesses. Now we have individual creativity, role and processes. That is, here we are using creativity. Every person have a brain and they can think over a particular problem. When you see you have a number of people and you are asking them a simple problem solution, so you can notice number of peoples have different solution, but you have to analyze which solution is better. In the same way, we can say every person create their own solution that on that particular problem, but it's up to you which solution is suitable for the existing market. In the same way, let's see a thorough observation of the entrepreneurial process show that creative thinking is the must have skills of an entrepreneur for the creation of new ideas. Creativity allow a person to devise interesting processes which gives so many advantages to entrepreneurs. It is of 4 types. Let's see, there are a number of types through which we can find the creativity of a person. Let's like first one is creating new ideas for competitive advantage. That is, the whole process of entrepreneurship is rooted in the creation and exploration of new ideas. When an entrepreneur is able to generate a new idea that is feasible as well as efficient, it gives that person an edge over the competition. Second, that is thinking the unthinkable. This is another aspect, another thing through which you are able to find the creativity. Just like creativity requires imagination to produce the most obscure idea. Imagination is needed to cross the boundaries and to think outside the box. This allows entrepreneurs to think beyond traditional solution, come up with something new, interesting, versatile, and with success potential. Third is finding similar pattern is different idea. Creativity enables people to connect dissimilar and unrelated subjects and make successful entrepreneurial ideas. Merging different fields creates interesting intersections that creates new nickels. Individual creativity, role and process. So that is, this is our 4-part type, that is developing new niches through creativity and entrepreneurship. In entrepreneurship, it is important that new aspects of traditional business are explored. This can be in the form of changing the method of manufacturing the product or delivering the service, or how are they supplied to the user. So basic elements of the creativity process. So we have 7 steps, or we can say 7 possibilities through 7 basic ideas. So first we need to preparation. That is, first stage of course is the preparation of the some basic idea to hold on to. There has to be some inspiration that focuses or prepares the entrepreneur to move forward. The creativity process starts with identifying a problem and then researching for related information. This is done in an effort to start looking for a viable solution. For the preparation step, we need to understand what is the problem is. So we first need what is actual problem. Then we will able to think about solution. Second is thinking outside the box, going beyond the comfort zone. Can we achieve anything if we are not willing to go beyond our comfort zone? One has to leave the comfortable arena, go beyond and take a risk. Reward come with the effect. Third is creativity isn't amazing. Creativity isn't magic. We need to do something. Despite the immensely amazing thing creativity can achieve, it is definitely not magical. Creativity is simply approaching things with a different perspectives. The simplest approach to creative thinking can be copying different elements, transforming them, combining them, and eureka. Incubation. During the incubation stage, ideas that have the potential to solve a problem tends to flourish. This stage is characterized by the unconscious thought process of refining an idea. Illumination, that is fifth step, that is incubation lead to clarity of idea. This is the solution finding step. Now the creativity process leads to knowledge of some practical ideas that can put to work. It is like a light bulb moment, hence it is called illumination. Sixth step is verification. This step determines whether the found solution even has the potential to work or not. The idea can be either be accepted as such, modified with minor or major changes, or rejected altogether, requiring that the whole process can be done. And then we have inspirational, that is inspirational is the initial stage of the creative process where idea originate from internal or external stimuli. It sparks curiosity and set the direction for creativity. At this stage, creators find a solution of motivation or a problem to solve. It could be triggered by nature, art, experience, or a specific challenge. Let's take an example of this one. A fashion designer sees vibrant flowers during a walk and gets inspired to create a floral theme summer collection. This is a very good example of this one. Next is preparation. It involves gathering information, researching, and developing skill relevant to the creative challenge. The creator immerses themselves in the topic through observation, reading, training, or discussion ideas with others. So, example of this one, the author researching ancient mythology to write a fantastic novel. So, this is all of this session.